guys, what's up? This is Rod from TechGuysSmartBuy.com, and today we're talking about the Google Pixel 5a with 5G. This is their latest of their A series smartphones, replacing the 4a 5G. So it has some new features, lower price point. We're just going to see how it compares to last year's model, and of course, should you buy one. So let's get started. So let's talk about the 5a. It retains a lot of the latest in Google technology while still being in a budget-friendly package that can be expected with the Pixel A line. So you got a plastic shell with a non-slippery matte finish and an aluminum frame underneath. Lightly recessed fingerprint reader on the rear, 3.5mm headphone jack up top, all with a nice weight to it. It comes in a mostly black color option, but can easily pass as forest green in certain lighting. One of the bigger things of note is the lovely addition of IP67 dust water resistant rating. So this means it can handle being submerged into 3 feet of liquid for up to 30 minutes. So it's 6.3-inch, 60 Hz, 1080p OLED HDR display panel. Everything seen on this looks great. Good, bright colors. It's not the best display, but it's far from a terrible one. And then mind you, it's only just a hair bigger than the 6.2-inch display on the Pixel 4a 5G. So making this the largest screen on a Pixel ever, as well as the battery, but we'll get to that in a moment. Now, the Snapdragon 765G CPU has been used in the past few Pixel smartphones, so it's kind of tried and true at this point. Paired up with 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, processor is already known to handle multitasking, streaming, gaming, everyday use with these, and then pulling out 5G speeds as well. Now back to that largest battery you put inside a Pixel, Google put a 4,680 milliamp cell inside to help truly live up to all-day battery life. We were somewhere, my wife wasn't getting service, pretty much tethered to her for over 12 hours, and then about an hour and a half of navigation, Google Maps, some Googling, some messaging, different stuff. So I got over 24 hours of juice. On a heavier day of usage, I got over 5 hours of screen time, and this is after being unplugged 15 hours prior and still have an estimated 7 hours left. With features like the adaptive battery and extreme battery saver, you can easily get 2 days of juice on this. So in regards to cameras, pretty much has the same shooters and AI-based image processing that you'd expect from any of the Pixels. So you got a 12.2 megapixel sensor with optical image stabilization, 16 megapixel ultra-wide sensor, and an 8 megapixel selfie sensor. Google's still using their super red zoom via software that acts as a telephoto and still works as well. Good color reproduction, heavy on the sharpness, amazing dynamic range, great HDR quality, at least for my taste. Yours may differ. Only thing missing is the laser guided autofocus from the 4a 5G and the 5, which doesn't seem to make a huge difference so far. On the video side, you can still shoot 4K with your choice of 30 or 60 frames per second. Keep the cinematic pan, which was from the 4a 5G and the 5. But if you're unfamiliar, it pretty much combines slow motion and stabilization to give you dramatic video clips, but it maxes out at 1080p. However, I am curious to see, will we see a dramatic step up in video quality in October when we see the Pixel 6 lineup? Fingers crossed. And on the software side of things, pure stock, Android 11. It's exactly all the things you love or hate about Pixels. So at $449, if you're on Android, there's no better value than the Pixel 5a at this price point. Google just kind of focused on the necessities in regards to big screen, good cameras, and hard to kill batteries. If you have the 4a, then the 5a is a great upgrade for you. Now, if you have the 4a 5G, then you really don't have a reason to upgrade. Big shout out to Team Pixel, as I just joined them, Pixel influencers, so it's definitely a gift by Google. Thanks for stopping by. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate you for doing so. See you in the next video. Peace.